How you doing, YouTube? Matt Nassa Beer Reviews, back to yet another review. A little bit of sour barrel-aged time in the form of Allagash Brewing. It's their Avance. I believe that's how you say that. If not, I'm butchering it like I always do. This is a sour ale aged in bourbon barrels and finished on strawberries. I can get down with that. So yeah, this bottle comes courtesy of Max. Thank you very much, homie. He sent me off a box of beers. He was on work trips and he got all kinds of stuff. And I am the reaper of those rewards. So let's dive into it. Oh, label-wise, we'll get to after the pour. I always forget that every now and then. I start doing that after the pour nowadays. Give this a more rigorous pour. It doesn't look like I'm going to get much of a head off that. You're talking about a sour beer in combination with being a bourbon barrel. So yeah. Ooh, almost slipped out of my hands. Actually looks very much like a strawberry iced tea. Soft yet aggressive carbonation. Kind of rocky throughout the whole head. Dissipating not super quick, but it's definitely not going to be there for long. Kind of head. It has that soft tint of an under-ripened kind of strawberry going on. And you got that iced tea, strawberry iced tea vibe going on. Done and done. As far as the label goes, that, my friends, is classic Allagash. To a T. And I dig it. So yeah, it's kind of dented and fucked up and scratched. It's like kind of my kind of label. So yeah. That's all I have on the looks. Let's get a nose. It's kind of a muddled nose. It's because you're getting the bourbon, you're getting the strawberry, and you're getting the sour beer, but they're not blending together as one kind of beautiful cohesiveness. It smells like three distinct nose portions of the show. There's a hard way to say it. And they're just kind of mashed together. There's really not anything as far as a subtlety to it. I mean, soft caramel, a little bit of under-ripened strawberry, definitely getting that soft bourbon in there. There is a decent amount of like I wouldn't even call it like apple cider vinegar. It's more of a strawberry cider vinegar. It's like if you were to make apple cider vinegar with strawberries. It doesn't smell bad. It smells sweet, while at the same time acidic. I don't know. This can go either way for me. I either love this or hate this, or somewhere in between. I don't know. We're going to dive in and find out, though. Cheers. Okay. That's not bad. Better than I thought it would be. Let's put it that way. Decent amount of acidity to it. It's heartburn-inducing, but not over-the-top acidic. The strawberries are there. They don't come through as much as you would think, especially based off of the nose. They're there, but it's still kind of leaning in that under-ripened kind of strawberry realm. The bourbon is there. It comes off more as hot than anything else. There's no kind of big red fruit, no cherries, none of that. There's a little bit of soft caramel vibes, a little bit of vanilla. It's probably equal parts bourbon and wood kind of thing going on there, but there's definitely more heat than anything else. You get a big pop of that on the back end. And after taking a sip and then smelling it again, that's where the strawberries really come through in the nose. I mean, you definitely got them in the nose, not as big in the taste, but when you go back, take another sip and you take another whiff, that's really where that strawberry really comes through. I mean, it's there. Strawberries aren't really that gigantic or vibrant of a fruit to begin with. You're talking about a fruit that most people sugarcoat. Literally and figuratively. I'm not a big strawberry fan, but if I'm going to eat one, you're going to put some kind of sugar component on it. More times than not, you see the classic dipped in sugar kind of strawberry. So it's not an overly sweet fruit to begin with. And they're kind of getting that in here. You're getting a more kind of earthy, tannic kind of thing from the strawberry than anything else. But when you throw that combination of that wood in there, that extra bit of wood dries out even more. You don't get a big addition of sweetness from that bourbon. And it just again, it comes off a little bit more herky-jerky than I would dig. As far as date goes in this bottle, this is from May 2019, so you're talking June, July, August, September, 4 months. It's a fine beer. I like it, but this is, to me, an all-time ager. Not that I'd want to age it all that long. We've talked about the ills of aging multiple moving parts kind of beers over time, but this just tastes like it needs about a year to really hash itself out. I could see it turning into something pretty damn fantastic or turn into something horrible, but I'd be willing to place that bet if I had extra bottles of these or even one other bottle laying around. So I don't think it's a bad beer. it just doesn't land where I want it to land as far as a kind of fruited, sour, barrel-aged beer goes. It's a little bit too kind of disjointed, a little bit too herky-jerky, but I really do believe that a little bit of time, about a year or so, I mean, it's not that long, so it's a little bit of time, really kind of hash this out. So I'm going to keep my eye out for another one of these bottles, and hopefully, if I have the wherewithal and the patience to wait, we'll crack another one in a year's time and see what's what. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better fruited sours that I've had as of late? No. It's outside of that. It has that hot burn to the end of it for me. The fruit and the beer and the barrel all are singular notes that don't really come together for me. But in the grand scheme of things, I see potential there. And that in and of itself is a pretty thing. Take that for what it's worth. Value and availability. It is Allagash. It's a barrel-aged beer. It's part of the barrel program. So I'm guessing $15, give or take a couple bucks for this, what is it? 500 milliliter, 375. Looks like a 375. Yeah, 375 it is. And I'll leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like Allagash fruited beers. And you don't mind waiting a little bit of time. Because like I said, it's not a bad beer. I could see it becoming something absolutely fantastic. For me, though, as the time of this filming, 2019, September, this May 2019 bottle, I wouldn't open it until about this time next year. So there you go. Burps and everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little fruited sour right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.